Hey y'all. My lighting is bad in here. Give me a second, guys. Talk amongst each other. I'll be right back. Gigi, hi Grandma Gigi. Hi Mila Mills. Hi Teresa Dallas. Hey Patsy, beautiful girl. Hi. I know it looks yellow, guys, because like I said, I don't have one of those overheads. I have a lamp, and it gives off that um, soft color. So, and I should probably bring I have this like one of those tall, like floor lamp thingies. It's really nice. I probably should bring it and sit it back in the corner back there. I'm gonna try that next time. But it's been dreary here all day, and it's only 5 o'clock. It shouldn't be this dark. It's because it's about to rain. But hi guys. Hi, So McDaniel's beautiful. We're gonna talk a little bit about um, the definition of self confidence. Guys, I didn't monetize this. I'm going to start playing this video, or yes, and I want you guys to listen to it, okay? I'll be right back. Put a one in the chat if you can hear it when I start it. Let me start it.
Family friends, let me ask you something. Ladies and gentlemen, family friends, let me ask you something. Have you ever been wronged, betrayed, left brokenhearted by someone you trusted? You ever cried yourself to sleep wondering why God allowed them to walk all over you,
Listen.
disrespect you, hurt you, when all you ever did was love them? I know that pain. I know that fire that burns inside when you've been done wrong, when you've been taken for granted, when your kindness was mistaken for weakness. But let me tell you something right now. God is not blind to your suffering. He has seen every tear, heard every cry, and he is moving in ways you cannot see. Sometimes we want revenge, we want justice now, but the Bible says vengeance it's not your fight, it's his. And let me tell you, when God steps in, he moves in ways that shake the very foundation of those who tried to break you. Now I want you to listen closely, because here are 7 undeniable signs that God is already dealing with those who hurt you. Sign number 1, their peace begins to crumble. There is something about guilt that no one can escape. It doesn't matter how much someone smiles on the outside, how confident they appear, how much they pretend that what they did to you doesn't bother them. Deep inside, their peace is crumbling. You see, when someone mistreats a child of God, they are not just hurting you, they are interfering with divine order. They are touching something sacred. God is a God of justice, and he does not allow evil to go unchecked. Oh, they may walk around acting like they don't care, like what they did was just another decision, another moment, another mistake. But deep inside, something starts shifting. At first, it may not be obvious. They may even seem like they're thriving. They go out with their friends, they laugh, they post their pictures, they move on as if nothing ever happened. And that's what hurts the most, doesn't it? It hurts to see them walking around unbothered, while you are left picking up the pieces of the pain they caused. It feels like they got away with it. But let me tell you something. No one escapes the consequences of their actions, and no one can outrun the voice of their own conscience. It may take days, weeks, months, maybe even years.
Don't touch mine.
But one day, the weight of what they did will begin to press down on them. And when it does, they won't be able to shake it. At first, it's just a thought that crosses their mind when they least expect it.
You hearing it, guys?
A random moment in the middle of the night, a flash of memory that brings discomfort. Maybe they see someone who reminds them of you. Maybe they hear a song that takes them back to the way they treated you. Maybe they're sitting alone, and for the first time in a long time, the noise of the world isn't there to distract them. That's when it starts. Their peace begins to crack. The very thing they ignored now whispers to them in the quiet moments.
Okay, I'm putting it on pause for a minute. I have a question for you guys. I don't want to play the whole thing because it's like 27 minutes long. If you guys want me to, I will, so we can listen to it. Would you rather listen to it now or have me post it and you can go listen to it yourself? One, to listen to it now. Two, to go post it and you guys listen to it later. It's really, really powerful. It's really, really true. And listen to it. It's something that you really need to hear, especially with certain things that have been going on. I would suggest listening to it. Okay? Okay, two, listen to it later. Okay, I'm going to post it right now into my post, in my chat. On my wall, and you guys can go back and listen to it. Okay? All right, because, yeah, so we can talk about something else. All right, great, great, great. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. It is really good, and I would suggest listening to it. It is.
The very person they hurt suddenly occupies a space.
Hold on, babies. Let me see where I can share it. Theater mode, full screen. I don't want full screen. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, it's a download. Hold on, beautiful people. It's actually not giving me the option. 7 signs God is dealing with. It's called... this is interesting. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. Create a post. Must listen. All right, guys. I'm going to share this to my page. And then you guys can go listen to it when you're at your leisure. Okay? And let me get it off of here. Because I do want to talk about the definition of self-confidence. Hi, Scooty. Scooty, 3 o'clock this April. Love your shorts. They be having me cracking up. Thank you. My grandson was so tickled at the one I did of him, right? He had got his haircut. And I told him, send me a video when you get it done. I want to see how it looks. And so I said, send a picture. So instead of sending me a picture, he sent me a little quick clip of his hair. Because all they do, he has dreads. And them are that is his actual hair. No extension, nothing. And I can remember cutting his hair almost bald when he was a baby. Like I would keep him tapered. So it's just crazy to me how he has these long dreads. So I went in and I made that for him. I made him 2 videos. And he liked them so much. And I was so proud of myself. I was like, these are really good. And I sent it to my granddaughter. She's like, Grandma, you're getting good at this thing. And she was like, I know that. She said, he's going to love them. I said, he already seen them. He likes them. So, yeah, that. But, and I'm going to do one today after I get off live. I'm going to do another Judge Judy. That's why I put my little makeup and stuff on. I said, yeah, I'm gonna do the Judge Judy one today. I hope everyone's having a great, great holiday. I really do. I'm just chilling. Me and John chill. I had to bring in the patio pillows, and he has like so many. He piles it up like he got pillows on top of pillows, and mine, I only have because the cushion is like this thick. I bought these seat covers for the chairs out there, but he likes like extra pillows. I was like, leave mine alone, because I ain't trying to do all them pillow things. But anyway, I don't even know why I just mentioned that. I guess because I had told him don't leave mine alone. Okay, hold on. I'm going to greet you guys, and then I'm going to give you the definition. Come on. I'm going to give you the definition of self-confidence. We'll talk a little bit about that. I was thinking and I'm always thinking, of course, because I really like want to be. I really try to be fair. Like the left side always talks about us not holding Roz accountable and things like that. So I really was thinking about that. I was like, do we, how do I view it? I had to go with Miss April's own personal how I look at it. Um, what I see, Ross can come out here and roast. She's very good at the what do they call it? The comeback. It's like she reacts to what people say. They'll say something and she comes back and reacts. I have not seen Roz intentionally for no reason. You got to look at it. This is how I look at it. Roz is one person. There are many, 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 many channels that have jumped on the bandwagon to come at her. So it's pretty much Roz by herself, like that. Like Tupac say, it's me against the world. I find that kind of not. I don't find it strange. I actually understand it. A lot of people see that because so many people dislike Roz, they see that when they talk about Roz, it brings in the views. Okay, so it's a money grab. Okay, that's very, very apparent. Then you have, this is what blows my mind somewhat. If Roz wants to talk about how good her life is, how she feels her life is even better than your life, okay? Even if she says my life is better than your life, duh. What is wrong with her thinking like that? Because guess what? If somebody said to me, my life is better than yours, Miss April, I live way better than you. You live less, you get less than me. Why would that offend Miss April? Why would I hate a person and dislike them and want to hurt them because they said that to me? Why? Why? What sense does that make? Number one, we all have said some things. They said some things. Ross said some things. You understand, terrible. Or talking about the children back and forth. But why does it bother people that she talks about her life and feels she lives better? Not only does she feel her life is good. Oh my God, why would I not like somebody that brags about their life? It's their life to brag about. I would rather hear somebody bragging about their life for real instead of talking about, oh, my life sucks. I would rather hear that. And even if they took it a step further and said, look, and I live better than, the truth be told, she could live better than Miss April. If you wanted to look at it like that, in her eyes, she has the right to say that. And look at it like that, because guess why, guys? Listen to the logic in this. Because it's her life. It's her life. Why have people? Because that's one of the main things that they say. She thinks she's better than. No, you think she's better than, because it should not affect you like that. If somebody's telling me their life is better than me, or they think they're better than me, look at racism. There are so many people out here that think they are better than a certain ethnic group. You understand what I'm saying? Long as they're not trying to do anything to hurt me, they can say what they want to say. They can think what they want to think. I know better. I know my life. You understand what I'm saying? I'm secure with where my life is. It's not good. It doesn't offend me. If you like it, I love it. That's how you feel. Get down with it. Go do. Okay? Okay, good for you. So that to me is the logic in that, guys. I don't understand. There's no logic in that. So it's an internal thing. It's everybody wants to blame Ross for everything. but it's an internal individual thing. It's how you feel about yourself. And once again, the back and forth, it's if you make money going back and forth, this one saying this about you and your family, and this one saying this about you and your family, if that's what gets you coins, and it gets you good coins, the reaction, the back and forth like that is called respond and react, or I don't know what they call it. And keep it at that. If it could stay at that, but when you start doing things to like hurt people, we all have to give an account. I can't. I'm not placing my judgment on even the left side. What they do what they do. They do what they do. It's what they do. It's not Miss April doing it. They have to give an account. Just like Miss April has to give an account for what she does. So I'm not taking on anything that they do. You understand? We all have our judgments on things in life. But to take it to a place where you are really seriously trying to destroy a person's life. Seriously, guys. I'm talking by, that's where, to me, because of that, for those reasons, because you feel like this person thinks they're better than, and it makes you hate them so much that you want to destroy them. Something's wrong with that. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. That something is wrong. Okay? Yeah. Especially with people you don't even know, you will never meet in your life, ever, ever. And to take a small situation, like you hear something. Well, some people are passionate, because I'm like that. When I feel passionate about something, I come across as hard and pushing, loud, and like I am now. But when something someone says makes you so angry that you lash out at people who do not deserve your lashing, you're just lashing out at everybody, that something's wrong with that. You understand? Because what they said really doesn't warrant it the way you're reacting to it. Why are you reacting to this thing so crazily? You understand? Nobody should be able to move me like that. For real. You know, and even if it does move me, guess what, guys? Because it does. Let me retract that. Even if it does, and it will, because I said that on my live the other day, things people do will catch us off guard, and it'll, your first initial response is sometimes you got to stop, drop, and roll. You got to stop, assess it, get right back in your peace. There are what they call it, earth disturbers. There are true live earth disturbers. Some people don't know how to get positive attention. You got to think. If a kid, the only time they got attention in life was when they do negative growing up, what do you think? How do you think they're going to get attention when they're adults? If they never got attention doing good, but every time they acted up, they got some attention. What do you think is going to happen when they become an adult? Now it's just a bigger mess, because they're big, they're adults, and they do it. It's more intense. You understand? So we choose. What are we going to respond to? Like I said, the back and forth. Make your money. But when it goes, it has went to the unrealist place. I seen something the other day. Someone had called me a crackhead, and wanting to shut me up. Guys, I looked at that, and it was like I read it and just kept on scrolling. It was like people got their opinion. They're going to say, I was like, what did I do to prick them off that day? That was what I did think that. I must have said something that struck a nerve. And they responded. Okay, guys, let me say hi. I apologize. I went into a tangent. Hi, Michelle P. Beautiful. Aries for life. my Aries twin. Hi, Patsy Andrews. Hi, Grandma Gigi. Hey, Teresa Dallas. Everybody saying hello. Mila Mills. Broken but unbroken. So McDaniels. So McDaniels said, listening. Um, I'm in, but can't be in the chat. I understand that. I do that a lot. So McDaniels, I can't respond. I'll respond, but I can't respond to everybody. Hi, Christine Foot, darling. Hi, Dana Bland, baby. Michelle, everybody wanted one. Oh, guys, you wanted me to do it, play it now? A lot of people wanted me to play it now. I thought a lot of people wanted me to play it. You wanted me to play it now, guys, because I said one, play it now, two, post it. I can play it now if you want me to. Let me scroll all the way down. April, it's something going on within them being so evil and hateful to complete strangers. That has been nothing but good to them. It's them, their problem, not mine. That's exactly that thing that I had that if you listen to it, it says when you do things to hurt people who really have not done anything to you, nothing but be good to you. You gotta. Do you guys want me to play it now? The one was we can. Oh, okay, baby. But please, guys, when you get a chance, listen to that. It is very, very good. I listened to it earlier. It just popped up in my algorithm, and I was like, let me listen to this. And it's good. It's like it breaks it down of how God deals with that kind of stuff. Okay, it breaks it down just like that. Just you know what I'm saying. Hi, love thyself. Hi, beautiful. I don't give the person any more of my energy. It's not worth it. Exactly. Hi, yo yo. That girl. It's like this to me. I'm not. If it does catch me off, like especially when it's somebody that you don't expect it to come from, it's so off centered. Like, what? Wait a minute. Um, what is this? But then, like I said, I will regroup immediately. You understand? Because number one, I don't have that energy. I don't have that same energy toward them at all, at all. So why am I going to come back to respond the way they gave it to me when I don't have that energy? I'm not owning that. It's not mine to own. You understand? And as a matter of fact, I'm not going to go too deep into trying to figure out why. Yeah, because it's not for me to do. That's a God thing, for real, for real. He said it was guilt. You got to listen to that. It's really good. I'm telling you, listen to it. Hi, Starburst. Hi, Randolph Montz, sir. Hi, Lady Justice, beautiful. Lady Justice, I was waiting on you to get on the Bible study last week. Did it dial you? Because I know I put you in the chat. We have two of them. Thank you, Jay Gill. I just saw that, beautiful. Thank you, lady girl. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Getting dressed to go to a barbecue. I wish I was eating some barbecue. I want some good barbecue, though. Okay, chat with y'all in a couple hours. Okay, baby girl. Hi, Keisha B. But let me read this, guys, so we can know. It says, what is the true meaning of confidence? Confidence means feeling sure of yourself and your abilities. Not in an arrogant way, but in a realistic, secure way. It's an inner knowledge that you're capable. Confident people feel secure rather than insecure. Of course. It says, let me read this. This is what I really like to understand. Because the Bible tells us to put our trust and our confidence in God, not in man, and not in, in ourselves. But we need, I feel we need to be confident, or you understand, have some, instead of being insecure. Okay, because insecurities have a way of spilling over into many people's lives. Sometimes we're insecure and we don't even realize we're insecure. Childhood traumas can make us insecure. You understand? It says the Bible promotes a specific kind of confidence. It's rooted in faith and trust in God rather than self-assurance. Now we all do that. Because I was one so good at that, guys. It was like I was doing everything on my own, not thinking about God being the center of it or him controlling it. And the only I would be, I'm talking about in everyday life, job, everything, handling business, everything. And if something happened that wasn't, what's the word? If something would happen, I would say, oh, God, help me in this. I would call on him when I felt like I needed him. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't doing it. I didn't look at it as negative. It was just, God, I can't handle this by myself. So I need you, but God wants us to learn to trust in him for more than we do. And I'm still practicing that. Thank you, Dana. It's a practice, guys, because we are used to being self-sufficient and those kind of things, So it's something that we just have to practice. It says, the Bible promotes a specific kind of confidence rooted in faith and trust in God rather than self-assurance. It encourages confidence in God's love, power, and promises rather than in one's own abilities and achievements. Because the thing to me is, I can achieve a lot in myself, okay? I can, we all can. But with the way the world is, the way everything is, to me, I'm grateful that I have the faith that I believe in a power greater than myself. Because there are many days that I don't feel strong enough to handle things that are going on in life. Does that make sense, guys? And also another thing I wanted to say, I wouldn't put anything past, and this helped me, because even if an antenna comes up with a person with me, guys, listen, and it does, sometimes, because like I said, when I realize, what the truth be told, I really don't trust. I'm not surprised when things go sideways, or I'm not like, oh my God. I'm not so surprised, because I know that as humans, we're capable of one day loving, and the next day that love can turn to something else, to hate or whatever. We are susceptible to sin. We are susceptible to do something that's not, you understand? So I'm learning that it's like we give people the benefit of the doubt. We give one another the benefit of the doubt, okay? Because a lot of people, we don't see them. We are attracted to them, and they're attracted to us. They're attracted to my light. I'm attracted to their light, or there's something about them that I'm attracted to. And I'm not talking, don't say, we're not talking the sexual kind. I'm talking about in friendships and things like that. So when something happens in the friendship, matter of fact, let me go to my post. So when something happens in the friendship, and especially when it was, I wouldn't have never thought that would happen. I really can't be surprised. It's almost like trial and error, because if that was the case, we would have to not talk to nobody. So this is that post I said, a friend. Now this is specifically a friend who becomes an enemy after a little misunderstanding. A little one, guys, has been an enemy all along. That's the facts. Now that's facts. They were just pretending. They might not even have been aware that they were pretending, guys. Because, like I said, if we're not in touch with what's going on within us, and sometimes we don't want to look. I'm speaking from experience. There was many things that I didn't face in my life or in myself because I couldn't. You understand? Number one, I didn't know how. Number two, if I did see something I didn't like, or was not good, I would push it out the way because it made me feel inadequate. Instead of just facing it and working on myself. A lot of us want to run from. It's almost like we're afraid to see ourselves because if we see ourselves, we might not like what we see. And we want to keep this image. You feel me? I want to keep this image. It's okay to see a flaw in ourselves. We got to stop being afraid to do that. Because if we see it, God can help me to fix it or work through it. It'll elevate me. You understand? I used to be afraid because that's why I said nobody, I won't allow anybody to try to put me down or talk down to me or make me feel less than or down. I did that to myself for too long, so I don't do it anymore. It won't happen. I'm coming into a place where I'm seeing the things that God has given me, the gifts, the beauty. Now I see the flaws, and when I see them, okay, April, do some work today. Some days I might not even want to do the work, being honest. Oh, that's good. Hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying. Dana Bland said, facts. Hey, Granny, darling. Hi, Lakeisha Bass. Hey, Keisha B. Christine Foot. Thank you, Dana. I see him, girl. Hi, April. Your grandson is so handsome. Yeah, that's my oldest grandson. He's a good young man. He's good. He got a good heart. He's a good young man. I'm proud of him. I think when a person is confident, they don't look to others for validation. Exactly correct, Teresa Dallas. It even says that in the thing I was reading. It says I don't have to look for validation. It feels good to get it. Now, don't get me wrong. I like when people recognize, excuse me, when I drink the soda. I like when people recognize good qualities in Miss April. I do. And I really love when they see what I see in myself. I'll be like, you see that? And I love to see the beauty in other people. I love to see people's beauty, and I see it. So when I see it, why would I spend my time walking around looking at your flaws and pointing your flaws out to you? What? Get out of here. Who? What? For what? For what? It depends on where your focus is. But like I said, we give people the benefit of the doubt because there's something that attracts us to a person, whatever it is. And then as time goes on, then things will be displayed. Okay, let me talk about our Judge Fifi. Somebody has said April's scared to go in her chat. You a lying, the truth ain't in you. Why would I be afraid to go in her chat? Because she would dox me? If she doxed me, she doxed me. She may have already doxed me. You understand? So what? What she gonna do about anything she doxed, okay? Period. What? Don't get me to cussing up in here. Okay, but that just kind of stuff. So the fuck what? So what? What's she gonna do? Come to my house? What? Okay. So no, that's not true. It's not that I don't. And then and another thing, everybody, because she does do that, I'm sure has an element of kind of somewhat standoffish, or thought in their mind has crossed. The thought like will she do it to me has crossed. Maybe. Okay. I look at Fifi like this. I'm not going to judge Fifi for what she does. Fifi, that's her channel. That's what Fifi does. Number one, Fifi's made it clear that she's over here. So whether I have any doubts or suspicions about Fifi, I'm going to respect her and treat her accordingly. You understand what I'm saying? On my terms. And and another thing, I absolutely don't believe that Fifi did that to Bama. I don't, and never will, unless it was showed that she absolutely did. I would never believe that she did that. That's just my personal analogy or opinion of it. And number one, it doesn't make sense. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah, but I really don't believe she did it. I would almost say no, she didn't. I know she didn't. To me, okay, and that's how I feel, and I'm sticking to that. But now, say something happened, God forbid, and I'm not claiming none of this because it happened, but it happens on here. Be More Native explains it very well. It could be here today, gone tomorrow with anybody. Anybody. Would I be surprised? No, I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be like, well, dang, I just wouldn't. Then you know how to move accordingly. It's like how do they say it, guys? Living and you live and you learn. Because sometimes we'll want to say, I wish I would have saw it. I wish I would have known, before I invested, or because everybody doesn't think like us. Everybody doesn't have a genuine motive like Miss April. You understand? Everybody doesn't. Do I think I absolutely, for when people pull people that have not done anything wrong to them and they attack them, think about how this sounds, guys. Listen to me, and then I'm going to get in the chat. And somebody in the chat, you tell me what you would think it is, okay? Or does it have anything to do with the person that was attacked? If a person has been nothing but good to me, nothing but good, guys, I'm talking genuinely good, and a situation comes up where the person that was good to me has nothing to do with that situation at all, and they got pulled into that situation and talked about, not nice at all, attacked, let's say attacked. What do you think? Does that have anything to do with the person that was kind and nice? Does it have anything to do with them? And why do you think a person would do that? Take a person that has been treated them nothing but good and attack them. What do you think it could be, guys? Celtic Predator, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, darling. Darling. Yes, Grandma Gigi said, thank you, Dana and Jay Gill, for your support. Thank you. Guys, please don't forget to hit the like button, okay? Pretty people, beautiful people. Hi, love thyself, beautiful. That's for you. Look at my fingernail polish, guys. I painted it over my one color. It's Roz's color. Let me go get it and show you. Hold on. I got to get a camera light. I really need to invest in that, I swear. But guys, when you do have a beautiful life and you are successful and you're not doing anything to try to hurt people in life, and you're living your life, and you have good people, you're a good person, that when things come up like that, it knocks us off your game for a second, because it's so throws you off. But get right back on your beautiful A game, right back on it, because you know what you deserve and you know what you don't. And like I said, what another person eats doesn't make me go to the bathroom. I don't know why I always use that analogy. But this is what it's called, guys. It is called, can you see it? It's called Mermaid Magic. Mermaid Magic. And I like the top of it. That's what attracted me. This right here. So my daughter was like, I like that, Mom. I said, well, I just got it. When you come down shortly, I'll give it to you. I like that, Mama. Let me see what you guys are saying. Help somebody, Miss April. Girl, shoot, I know I'll be helping myself. I enjoyed you, Scooty, the 3 o'clock in this morning when I did my bathroom run, girl, till I fell right back to sleep. You was jamming, honey, and I was enjoying that. I enjoyed that. It was nice to wake up to that. It really was. I was asleep, guys. 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up. Bathroom run, of course. I got to get my nose is itching. And, you know, of course, we look at our phone. We look at our phone, and I looked at my phone, and I said, oh, Scooty went live. I said, oh, Scooty went live. And then I looked a little closer, and I said, no, Scooty is live. I said, Scooty is live. So I went in there, and Scooty was jamming. Yeah, it is Keisha B. Isn't it pretty? I like that. And it wasn't expensive. Yeah, Judge Fifi has a good heart towards Roz and the squad. Right, that's why I said, I can't do anything but, give Fifi the benefit of the doubt. That's speaking for Miss April. I didn't know Fifi from the sector, the beef sector. I didn't know her from the beef sector. But when I found out all that in the doxing, I was at first like, ooh, ooh. But, as time goes on, I was more open. Because like I said, when I thought about it, I'm like, that's what she does. You understand? But I like the way she respects Roz, Davion, and the squad. Like you said, who said that? I agree with that. April, your lip gloss and fingernail polish on standby. Girl, what you talking about? Miss April went and did some little shopping, did some little girly girl things. I sure did. What did I get that I wanted to show you guys? Think, April. I can't think. I got this. Look what I got, guys. I did do some makeup shopping. I'm going to show y'all my regimen. Now with Miss April, y'all be buying Fendi and y'all be spending that loot on that stuff. I found that I bought some very expensive makeup foundation, and I can't even wear it, y'all. Can't even wear it. It was so off the color, and the color down from the one I bought was too light. I paid about almost $50 for that makeup and maybe put it on once. I ain't buying no more expensive makeup. That learned my lesson. Nope, don't do it again. So what Miss April does, Miss April goes, now these right here, they look like stiletto. They look like the heel of a stiletto shoe, don't they? And this is my new one. That's exactly what they're called. They're called stiletto. This is mascara. I don't buy the waterproof. Oh, God, please don't buy the water. You'll pull your eyelashes out because I don't like to put oil on my eyes because it makes my eyes blurry. But this makes your eyes look like you have, what do they call them, fake eyelashes. Or buy your fake eyelashes. I'm old school. I've never worn fake eyelashes ever. I use this. I love these stilettos. Okay, that's my mascara. $7. Wait. These are expensive now. Shit, this thing cost about $11, $12. I remember when they were $7. They ain't no more. This right here, this is the truth. I just bought that. It's Maybelline City Bronzer. And baby, got my little brush, my little cheap, I've had this about 2 years. This is what I put all over, everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. And it gives me a little glow. So that's that. Then I got this. I use brown. I need to do my eyebrows. I buy a cheap eyebrow pencil, but I like this one because you can sharpen it. You see how you can sharpen it? Wait. See how it sharpens? Okay. Voila. Okay, I like that. I'm a cheap buyer makeup if I wear makeup. And last but not least, my daughter gave me this. And I've had it for a long time. This is very old. Because my daughter, my youngest daughter, she has makeup, very expensive makeup. She could do your face like she did my face before. It was beautiful. I told her, why don't you do that in a mall or something? Because she's very good at that, guys. And she looks beautiful when she puts her makeup on. And this is my and that's it. I've had this for years. I won't never buy one of these again. This was given to me, and this is it. If I want to put some on, I told my daughter today, I said, I'm going to splurge. I'm going to put some eyeshadow. What is this called, y'all? Eyeshadow? I said, I'm going to put some eyeshadow on. She said, go ahead, Mom. She said, you're going to make me put some makeup on today. She seen me because I had her on the video camera, and I was putting on my eyelashes, mascara, and she said, you don't need no foundation at all. Well, thank you, Scooty. I do, yeah, because my eyes be dark. I was crying the last 2 days, guys, crying. The one day, it was like almost all day about my daughter, all day long, off and on. Yesterday, it was a little less, but when I looked at my eyes this morning, up under my eyes, they were really dark, and I was like, ooh, wow. So, yeah, I was feeling my baby. I was feeling her, because this is her birthday month. But, and I had took a picture of her, guys. No, I had posted a picture on my TikTok, and I put the Angela Winbush song on there, and that song, and looking at my daughter, made me like really emotional. And then I was looking at how tiny my daughter's hands were. Her best friend had her arm on her like this, and my daughter had her hand like this on her best friend, and my daughter had her hand on the wall. And I looked at my daughter's hand, and I remembered how little her hands were. And I was telling my oldest daughter that yesterday. She said, yeah, Mom, she did have tiny hands, because I got big hands, and my oldest daughter got big hands. We got big dudes. And my middle daughter had tiny hands. Her hands were really little. So we used to always talk about that. Thank you, Iman. Iman, subscribe to my channel so you can come back so I can say hello, so I can blow you a kiss. Thank you, Iman. That was nice. Yeah, Dana, I was tore up, baby. Tore up all day. That was one of the roughest days that I can honestly say since she's been gone that I had, for real. And even now I'm getting like choked up about it. But that was the thing, her hands. I looked at how I remembered her hands, and I said, God, if I could just touch the hand one more time. That's how it be, y'all. That's why I tell y'all stop talking about people's unalive children. Your God gonna get you. He gonna get you. He is. That's true, y'all. I know that. Because like I said, I know the pain of it. And the pain that's a pain that it's such a deep pain. It's such a deep pain that God understands. He understands all of our pain. Don't get that. Don't think that he doesn't. He understands he understands the mother's love and the daughter and the son's love for their mother. He understands the pain that we experience because of those things. I do not blame God. I do not feel that, and I don't feel that it was karma. You know how people, I've heard people say it's your fault that that happened to them. You know, I've even heard that being said to Roz, that kind of evil stuff. I don't believe that that's like a payment. That was like a payment for me that my daughter passed. It could be so many different things. You know, when you think about things in life, guys, life, that's a part of life. Things like this happen. It has happened to so many people, hundreds and billions of thousands of people. Tragic things have happened. Worse things than my daughter passing have happened to people. I watch the ID channel, guys, and the stuff that I've seen happen to people is children. Horrendous. So I think that I believe there are so many different reasons that it happens, and but I can't pinpoint. God gave me an answer, guys, and I believe the answer that God gave, and I won't share that. Maybe I will one day. I don't know. I have not shared it with anybody. Except for my oldest daughter. I shared it with her. Oh, and my youngest daughter. Those are the only two people I shared with them. If I had a thought of why my baby is no longer here, I gave them what I felt in my spirit, the reason. It doesn't have to be a reason. You understand? I don't believe that God punishes us like that. I absolutely don't. But I know that he carries us through that kind of a pain, and he also he feels that kind. He feels us when God loves us so much, guys. And I was telling Davey on this the other day. I said we cannot comprehend the love that God has for his people. We cannot comprehend the love. All I am to do is to be open to receive the love. A lot of people reject God's love, and that if you reject it, that's on you. You know, that's on you. I also know that a person that has, like, when it comes to having a reprobated mind, that's a very serious thing, and that's the one thing that I believe that God does not deal with. Well, he can't. A reprobated mind is a mind that's no longer listening to God's reason on anything. God nudges at our heart, guys, and will convict us. He does. And if God's not doing that at all, in any situation, just a little nudge, God will give you a little nudge. And you think everything that you're doing, you can't even pull back from being evil. You can't. You just full speed ahead. Matter of fact, you don't want to. I've been reading up on this thing, guys, and it is a serious thing. That's why I'm telling you, I'm giving it to God. I said, I know what to do. You better not mess with Miss April. I'm telling you, you mess with me, bro, you're going to get it. God, but Jesus. That's all I can say. Jesus. Scooty said, woo, speak, April. I questioned why to my son, what did I do? I love you, Scooty. Scooty, you will always have a special soft place in my heart. When I tell you, Scooty, I admire you. You are one of God's most beautiful child. Vengeance is God's. Please watch that post that I posted, baby. Please watch it. Everyone that has spoke on your son, watch that video. It's supposed to be Denzel Washington. I don't know if it is. But you listen to that video, baby. You listen to it. God looks on the heart of a man. He knows our heart. The Bible says the heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it? So God knows the difference between, we all have flesh and we all done cuss somebody out. We all done said some terrible things. But God looks on that heart, okay? And like I said, I've watched how you've handled and responded to people, and I just couldn't understand, why do they take it to her son? Why do they do that to attack her? That doesn't make sense to me. I can't get down with that. I can't fathom that. Because that's not a roast. That's not a roast. That is pure ignorance. Something's wrong with you. What bus did you drive when you was going to school? Matter of fact, the mentally challenged don't even talk like that. They got enough etiquette and sense to know not to say things like that. You understand, y'all? So I'm going to stop saying that. I'm going to stop talking about because I work with the mentally handicapped, and there's some beautiful. They ain't evil like that. They not evil like that. But I will always admire your strength and your beauty, and you have not allowed any of this or the situation with your son to overtake you. Overtake you. It is you kept your beauty, you kept your soft heart, you've kept your sensitive side, you've kept your laughter, you have kept your laughter, and every single time you laugh, Scooty, I can guarantee you, all of us that are the majority of us that are listening to you on the other side of the live, we cracking up right with you, because your laugh is that kind of a laugh. You got one of them laughs that if a person didn't want to laugh, they can't help it. It's contagious. Okay? Today is your day for accolades, baby. Yes. You said, let me finish reading what you said. You said, I questioned why to my son, what did I do? And God showed me it wasn't me. It wasn't you. It wasn't Roz. It wasn't. But I know that his answer was, but it wasn't me. Nope, it wasn't you, baby. Never, ever think that. Never, ever. Hi, Sorora. Thank you. They're a little worn. These ones are worn. But thank you, beautiful. I have 2 pair on. Thank you, Sorora. Subscribe to the channel, beautiful. I would love to see you come back. My mods are on it. I got the blood. I swear. Let me know. I said, April, don't say it. Just do. Stop saying stuff and do it. Be proactive. Miss April, do you pray for me for the ops? I thought you said, do I pray? Oops. Yes, I have. Do I do it on a regular, Lady Justice? No, ma'am. But have I prayed for them? Yes. Yes. I told you I've learned from that experience years ago. It said, pray for those who despitefully use you. And I posted something. It's a powerful, matter of fact, I'm going to try to post. I couldn't post it on YouTube because I sure tried. It wouldn't give me the option to do it. About forgiving. We can't do nothing. Remember, I keep telling you guys, always remember, you can't do nothing in your flesh. Your flesh, because my flesh don't want to pray for people that hurt me. It doesn't. Okay? It will be fake, not real. But because I have the Spirit of God abiding in me, and I do, that aspect, God gives me the power to do so. That was a good question, Lady Justice. And I have prayed for them, but not on a regular basis. I don't go before God for them regularly, no. Okay. Hi, Tips World. Hey, my beautiful girl. I love you so much, and you know I do. Dana said something. Dana said, I fear God too much to speak ill on a child. I don't want nothing coming back to my family. And Dana, let me tell you guys this too. For whoever's listening, I don't care. It is our responsibility to pray God's protection on our children. It is our responsibility as a parent and to teach them as well, to pray the covering over them. Fasting and praying, like learning a simple fast for yourself. Okay, God, I'm going to deny myself this ice cream today, and I'm going to lift my child before you. You feel what I'm saying? It's like deny something and go before God and ask God to continue to keep his hedge of protection around our children. That to do that, okay? So I just wanted to mention that again too as well. And God honors that. God hears our prayers, guys. And I didn't do that. I do it now more than ever. I wasn't doing it so much before my daughter passed, but I do it now on a regular basis. But like I said, I believe God showed me why, guys. I honest to God do believe this. And I can't nobody tell me different. It's like when God shows you something, like when I was telling you guys my daughter had came to me in that dream. She has not come again. Miss April doesn't remember none of her dreams. They're not vivid. My daughter came to me on Mother's Day, and I adore Miss Alabama and the atmosphere, but I didn't receive the analogy that she said that wasn't of God or that wasn't my daughter. I could, you know why, guys? Because after that live, I had such a dark feeling in my spirit, and then something said it was almost like it was taken away from me the joy that I had for it. And she wasn't doing that intentionally. She was not, guys. But I just didn't receive it. Once I said, nope, that's not, that was, I know what that was on Mother's Day. I know what it was. I know my daughter, God allowed my daughter to give me a visitation because it comforted my soul. It gave me peace. I will hold that memory forever. I have not dreamed of her since. In the dream, I touched her. She didn't speak to me, didn't say anything, but I was asking questions. She was shaking, like nodding, like that. But the feeling that I had when I felt like it was my last hug to her, because I felt her. I did. I felt my baby, and I was trying to absorb her in that dream, y'all. I was trying to absorb her. And I always will allow people to see the grief pain. I will always allow you to see it. Always. You can say what you want. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you. Because it's a part of life and it's real. And it will always be here. It gets less, but it will always be here. Sometimes you don't even know why you're crying. You don't even know why. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But grief is such a deep thing. That's why I said you cannot play with it. Don't play with people's grief, man. You keep doing that. So y'all see my grief, okay? Left side and right side. See the grief. And I know the saying, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and Miss April knows how to give it to God. You understand me. I know how not to hold a grudge on somebody that has said something hurtful for me. It's almost like I feel so bad for them because they're going to get, they're going to, what's going to happen is something will happen to allow them to feel what I am feeling. And I don't know, it could happen in a different kind of way. You understand, guys? And I'm not wishing it. I don't wish it on my enemy. I don't wish these kind of things even on a person I wouldn't like. Do you understand it? Because it's rough. It's such a deep thing that some people couldn't handle it. It's like, that's why I know I have learned to allow the feelings to come, because I know what you see me doing, guys, the grief when you see me like this, it has to come out. I can't keep this kind of feeling inside of me. It has to come out of me. You understand? Grief is settled in there and it has to come out. So this is necessary. And you guys remember when I first was doing my lives, I was crying every other live. And you see how different it has gotten. Sometimes, and then the last few months, I was able, I have been able to talk about my daughter without a tear being shed. But like I said, the last couple days, for some reason, it was there, and I just allowed myself to feel it. When I felt it, I cried, and then kept it moving. It's like you see it's like rain clouds over me, and then when I finish crying or feeling what I'm feeling, then the sun comes back out, and then you keep it moving. But say that, Miss April, because I've caught myself laughing too and wondering why we're. Yes, yes, Keisha. Exactly. And Dana Bland, that's because you have wisdom, baby. Thank God for wisdom. You understand that. And guys, listen, I don't wish, when I say this a lot. I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't, even people that have said hurtful things to me, I still don't wish something would happen to them. I mean, at one time in my life, I did. And you know what helped me with this? Listen, this is what helped me with that, because I honestly know that the people my daughter were with allowed this to, not allowed it to happen, but there was some shenanigans, some things that were not good in the situation. You understand what I'm saying? And that those people, I felt like I'm going to spend the rest of my life going after them. Once I didn't care. I felt in my spirit, I didn't care how long it took for me to know what actually went down, for me to actually know each individual that was there. You understand? And God spoke to my spirit. I heard him plain as day. He told me to sit down. He said, sit down. God told me to sit down. And that's when I heard that scripture, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I will repay. You pray for the people. So what did I do? I got to praying for them every time I thought about them. I prayed for them. Even if they pop in my head now, I pray for them. You understand what I'm saying? I was talking to somebody at the store that had heard my daughter pass. And I said, yeah, there was some suspected foul play. And they said, yeah, I heard that. And I didn't cry. I didn't nothing. I said, God got it. And everybody, even the people that aren't spiritual, let God handle that, Miss April. You ain't said nothing but a word. I can't handle it. What can I do? You understand? I can't, but God can. And it's like I've gotten to the place, guys, I don't even want, I don't care what God does. I mean, I don't say do this to them. I don't. Give them a break. Because, I don't know how people can live with themselves. Give them a break, Lord. You give me a break, give them a break. Because I like mercy. I want God's mercy upon my life, honey, for when I mess up. So that's what my mom, I sound like my mama. Mama, thank you. You taught me good. My mama used to say, Lord, I need mercy. So why would I not give it? Because I need it. So I understand that today. I do. I understand it. And it takes a burden off of me because, like I said, I just enjoy living. Let me live my little stinking life. I like my little life. You understand? It's so peaceful. Scooty, that was a good question, Lady Justice. I love that question. Do you pray for the ops? I would buy the mascara with the fiber wand. What do you mean fiber wand, baby? I'm going to look into that. Let me write that down. Fiber wand. And Miss April ain't perfect, guys. I be having some issues. I be getting I'm one of those ones, if somebody in a store or something, or in a setting where they're in authority and they do something I feel like has pricked me or attacked me in a subtle way, passive aggressive way, my first thing is, look, I got somebody's name the other day. I said, what is your name? I said, oh, okay, it's Denise. I wrote her name down. I said, I'm reporting you. I just wrote a big, long review. I had went and got something to eat, y'all. I'm so done with Biscuitville. The food was so bad the last 3 times. I said, okay, this is the last time. And I wrote a long review. I said, I won't be coming back no more, y'all. But you said, what is it, a fiber one? Okay, mascara. But yeah, guys, like I said, I just, and even it's not just even children. It's not even just making fun, of that. It's other stuff. It ain't just people talking about people's unalive children to try to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like I said, but because it's like, well, people could say this, guys. Well, everybody talks about everybody. Everybody talks about each other's kids, but the kids that are being talked about are still here. You understand? We're talking about people who are no longer here, and it is like there's a big difference. Thank you, classy lady. Happy Memorial Day. Thanks for your service. Thank you, classy lady, for being off up in this thing like this. Thank you. There's a big difference in talking about, going back and forth with the children that are here than the children that are not. Okay? Oh, Christine Foot, you said, oh. And guys, when I cry, I don't even care. I cry, them tears will come. They will just come. Say that, Miss April, because I like that. I read that already. Thank you, classy lady. Okay, please read my comment. Let me see where you at, baby. Hey, Miss April. Hi, Mimi. Hi, darling. All right, I'm coming, Gwen. What did Tip say? Let me read Tips first. People will have to take account for the things they say and do to others. God's wrath is way greater than the revenge we think we're giving them. You better preach it, baby girl. And then Tip, look at that video. Listen to the video that I put on my wall. Listen to that whole video. Listen to it, okay, baby? Me neither. God bless them with their issues. Yep. What, Miss LaWanda, you're a bounce back, baby. I know that thing was like, all I know, one thing, listen to me, Miss LaWanda. Miss April got enough wisdom that I appreciate the relationship that we have. You understand me? You add to my life, honey. I enjoy seeing the beauty that is in your life. It had, like, when remember when I was telling you how it encouraged me to do things with my daughter? Those kind of things are elevation for Miss April. I'm like, let me get plugged into this because it looks so good and appealing and it's so right and so God pure, you understand? And it does something for the soul, baby. And I had such a beautiful day with my daughter on Mother's Day. When I tell you, just beautiful. She was so proud to have me at her church. Okay, let me see what Gwen said, baby. I am crying with you, Scooty. I'm glad you crying with me. Release them tears, honey. Get them out of there. Scooty, Lady Justice, I put my kid's name in the Bible, and I pray for your son too, Scooty. I do. I pray that God he can have a full life, because in that kind of a circumstance, we can get depressed. You understand? So I believe that there is constant prayer that need to be given in that situation. You understand? Okay. Read Lady Justice comment. Okay, boo. Let me go. Thank you, Tips World. Thank you, Keisha B. I didn't see all these things, guys. Jess Manson. Would you like a bean fact? It don't matter. You can give one. Oh, my God. Thank you, guys. You said read Lady Justice. Okay, Lady Justice said, my kids never get sick as small children. I would cover them in Psalms 91 daily. It's a prayer for protection. Is that the one, Gwen? Everyone. Miss Dana, if y'all read what Lady Justice wrote, Psalms 91 is a prayer of protection. That is the prayer that we should be praying. Absolutely. Thank you, Gwen. Hey, Black Beauty. Miss Lawanda, I bet you and your daughter, her daughter, Tips World. When I tell you, she she is so beautiful. And not only that, Tip, she glows. She has like such, you could see, she has such a sweet spirit. Oh my God. Miss Lawanda know what I'm talking about. She know I ain't just saying that to try to be nice. I'm talking facts, honey. She is a sweet, beautiful girl. Without a filter, honey. Miss April might look like that with a filter, but honey, she look like that without a filter. That's all natural. Thank you, Tip. You just was doing the daggone thing. It said sent 100 jewels, 100 for 2 jewels, comboed by 2 times. What the heck? Wait, what? And then too, another thing. Please listen to that video. It touches on everything. It touches on how when you hurt a person that has been nothing but good for you, they are removed from your life, and the person will miss those blessings. They will realize that person was put in their life for, you ain't got to say nothing, you know? Child, my bad. Let me see what you said. Yes, Psalms 91. Oh, guys, I got to get out of here. I've been on here for an hour. Yeah, somebody else need to come. Honey, choke, baby boo, I enjoyed you. That, Scooty, that was nice. Do that more often, baby. I really enjoyed that. Classy lady, we was jamming, wasn't we, baby? 3 o'clock in the morning. And then, Scooty, I laid back down, though, Scooty. Once I laid back down, the phone was right next to me. I didn't even plug it in and fell asleep. I fell asleep to, oh, baby. Loving you is only on my mind, and it feels so good to be loved so bad. You was jamming. Come on and go with me. Come on over to my place. It would be so nice. It would be so good. Woo! We was jamming, girl. That was that slow grind music. Let me see what Lady Jessica said. Yes, as Christians, we are to pray for our enemies. We have to, guys, but we can't do it in our flesh. It has you only can do it in your spirit, your spirit connection with God. What it does is it takes any resentment or any ill feelings that you have toward that person off of you, because you don't deserve to feel like that. That's a tactic of the enemy. The enemy, people want, misery loves company. That's a true statement. Misery loves company. And if it can get me to feel like that, it's done its job. So no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. I'm going to continue having my peace. And then once I let it go and I'm able to give it to God, God can do what he want to do. Then he can work and do what he do. And he can work on them. He can give them conviction. But I don't see repentance. Like I said, I just see reprobate. I don't see people sorry for what they've done. I don't. But that's not my business. I just got to be keeping my heart right. Okay, God has given us the ministry of reconciliation. We are to go out of the 4 walls of the church to encourage all to come back to God. Girl, I be talking to people out sometimes even now, Lady Justice, I'll get an inkling, or the Spirit will lead me to talk to somebody and lead them to Christ. Because that's what do they call it? Evangelist. I have an evangelist spirit. I do. Haven't done it in a while, but I sure have and sure will in a minute. Like it ain't nothing. I know you do, Tip. I know you love me, baby. I know you do. Say that, Miss April, because I keep reading that comment. I like that comment. But guys, Okay, I'm just making sure. Let me scroll back down. Okay, woo, Miss April, you have me in tears because my flesh won't let. And Scooty, your flesh won't. Your flesh is not going to pray for them, baby. And guess what? It's a one day at a time thing. Okay. Um, Remember, I don't know if you know that I've tell this story 1,000 times when the lady told me to pray for that girl that me and her was about to do, and I'm getting off after this, and I did it for 5 days, and I promise you, the fifth day, the prayer was real in my heart. All them other days, and I even went back to her and told her I can't do this because it's fake. I don't feel like this toward her. I can't stand her. I told her the truth. She said, keep doing it, April, keep doing it. So I did. And it freed me. It freed me, not them, me. Everybody, I'm getting off. Please listen to that video that I posted on my page, on the in the post area. Listen to it. It's not long, but listen to it. You need to listen to it. Matter of fact, I'm going to send it to a couple people. All right, I think I got everybody. Let me scroll back down. That's God, Miss April Love. He will strengthen you when you are weak. Hence the reason you can say, I remember when, but God. Absolute Keisha B, baby. Yes. Yes, baby. Ooh, y'all so wise. God forgive them for they know not what they do. And they do, and Lady Justice, some of them know what they do, some of them don't. They really don't know, because I feel like if you did truly know what you were doing to yourself, you wouldn't do it. Not to what you're doing to me, but what you're doing to yourself. I don't believe people would do it if they could. But then I remember when I was talking a couple days ago, and I said it's gotten to the place where I said one particular person to where they know what it is, but they're so far gone it don't matter. Now that's when it's serious. That's something. That's a whole nother level of, I don't even know what that is. But guys, I love y'all. And thank y'all for all the blessings. Thank y'all for, read my comment, please. Did I already read it, Lady Justice? I think I did, boo. I love you too, Tip. Okay, baby, I read it. Lady Justice, will I see you on Wednesday for Bible study? Please make room for it. Thank you, darling. I miss Jay, Gwen. I want to say hi to my baby. I didn't see that. You said he left me a voicemail. I didn't see it, boo. Okay, thank you, Tip. That's why the word of God declares, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Miss Lady Justice, if you make it a point, because we're talking some good stuff in that Bible study. That Bible study. And everybody was looking for you, girl. Excuse me. Everybody was looking for you, Lady Justice. So if nothing is going on this Wednesday at 7:30, be there. Miss April, I would love to come to Bible study. We do, and it's on Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger. So hit me up in the Messenger. I'll hit you up, okay, darling? And you are welcome. And it starts at 7:30. We maybe do not quite even an hour. Someone opens in prayer. Someone brings the word. My sister's bringing the word this week. Good word. My sister good. Oh my God. I'll be on there shouting, y'all. You don't have to have your camera on. You could do what you do while you're sitting at home, just listening to my one brother gets on there and he go right to sleep. My daughter be like, look at Uncle over there. He and got the nerve to keep the camera on like we want to watch him laying there knocked out. I said, it's the word that comforts him. Leave him alone. I was like, the word is soothing his heart. So if he coming to the Bible study, everybody should come. Okay, let me see. Is Selena here? Miss April, you have such a great pure ministry. Thank you. You're welcome, baby. God is good. Say it with your chest out. That's right, Scooty. Selena, what you say? Hi, Selena. Your hair looks beautiful. Thank you, Selena. You were looking good, girl. And that lot, y'all got to go. Y'all sleeping. If you're not watching Selena, y'all sleeping on her. She be bringing some good stuff, y'all. And you looked beautiful in your last. And I like how you was sharing about your vulnerability because looking at you, Selena, people wouldn't think that. You understand? And I know you get a lot of jealous in people. I know you do. You have to. But you ain't having it. I love y'all. I'm getting off here. You so welcome. And thank you, baby. Thank you for coming through. All right, guys. Hit the like button. I'm out the door. Psalms 91. And listen to that video I posted. Psalms 91 in the video. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, guys. Somebody should come back, maybe Fifi or somebody with music tonight. I would look forward to that. Love y'all. Bye bye. Scooty, come back with some music